Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What up, y'all?
What's good, party people?
And welcome to another episode of 6 p.m. at 6 p.m. on Tuesday nights.
Who phone? Is that mine?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's fix it.
I am D.L. Collins, your host, along with my co-host Gilmore Slim. What it do, young man?
You got it. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. And thank you always to Mark for giving us the power hour to get y'all the hottest 3 in a D. Mocha J is still out, but she will be back really soon. In the meantime, in between time,
in spirit. She in this
yes,
thing in
she
spirit.
is. Yes,
You know what I'm
indeed.
saying?
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, in between time, we got a special guest today, y'all. Her name is Tierra.
Welcome, Tierra. Welcome.
How about we just say T?
T.
T?
Okay.
Okay,
All right, T. You know
Right.
what? We gonna give you what you want. We gonna give you what
Southwest
you want,
T?
T.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, T, before we dive into this conversation. What's your name? You know, T.
T.
You know, if you want to
Big
disclose your
nothing
age, what you do, tell us about you.
I'm T. I do T shit. And
Okay.
I'm T's age. There you go. There we
Okay,
go.
Big T. I do T shit.
I'm T's age.
Oh,
T.
man. This is going to be a good one. This going to be a good one.
And the T is for tell nobody.
But my nickname is actually spelled T-Y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pronounced T, but it's spelled T-Y.
Okay.
So it's different.
Oh, okay.
Dig it.
Yeah.
All right.
That must be a Y with the little shit over it or something.
Nah.
Cause I'm getting Ty vibes from Ty.
But see, my name
It's a
is...
silent Y.
It goes back to my name. My name
Yes,
is Tierra.
Tierra.
Oh,
it's
okay. And that's how it's
T-Y.
spelled T-Y. Okay, bam. Wow.
And then, too, when I chose my career, I use that as a conversation starter.
Okay.
Because people always get my name
You
wrong.
definitely just started the conversation and
Yeah,
let us know and
that's-
elaborated very clearly on why it is what it is. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So T do T shit.
T do T shit. Okay, I like T
Different.
shit.
You're right.
I fucks with T shit. I definitely fucks with T shit.
It's different.
All right. So, you know, I wanted to personally invite you on the show because we had a conversation not too long ago. She cut my hair while my barber was out of town. She came through, cut me up, did a real nice job. And we was in the midst of, you know, having a conversation. And she was telling me how, you know, she's newly divorced, but not so much, just not as recent. But when she divorced, she kind of started a lesbian relationship. And I don't even know if I could say that because I don't know if you classify yourself as a lesbian.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's not something that you do. So what is it that you, and I don't want to say label, how do you classify yourself? What is it?
Do we go?
Or
Do
do
we
you even classify
Do we
it?
go with pronouns? Are we pronouncing?
Not pronouns.
Okay, I'm just
not
asking.
pronouns because of course she's she, her, right?
She is a she, her.
Right. But how do you classify yourself as lesbian, bisexual, gay, queer, fluid?
What that mean?
Fluid means you just go
Whoever
with
you
the
fall
flow.
in love with.
Yeah, it's
Whoever
whatever.
you fall in love with
It
in
could
the
be a
moment, whoever
spirit.
you feeling in the moment.
No. It
No.
ain't even, it ain't even that. Y'all gonna see my train of thought is so different.
Okay.
So, like you said, I'm divorced. Was married to a whole man for almost 10 years. Got divorced, and after divorce, I had my first experience with a woman. But let's talk about the fact that after divorce, I spent purposefully 3.5 years single.
Okay.
No date, no.
Nah, I was
Okay.
focused.
Okay.
And at that time, I was in barber school, so I
Okay.
was
On your shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Doing T shit.
doing T
Hey,
shit.
it comes back to the T shit. Okay.
It comes back to the t-shirt.
You feel me? Big, not
Okay.
the little.
Okay.
So,
Love it.
so in that, shit. and me being able to now, right after divorce, because while married, I'm not hanging out, I'm not going out, I'm not. And then you got to think I was married my whole 20s.
Okay.
So now going into my 30s, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a situation to where a young lady flirted with me, and I picked up the vibes, and she was a pretty young lady. You know, shit. We wind up kicking it, and that's just
So,
what
but
it
how?
was.
Okay, so when you say we wind up kicking it, if you don't consider yourself bisexual,
Listen, this is
fluid,
how that
or-
went. This is how that went. Me and Shorty, I smoke, so me and Shorty wind up having a mutual friend. And I go pick up my little whatever, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, she piqued my interest somehow. This, now, mind you,
Whoever
this
you-
is the first girl I've ever been attracted to.
Okay.
Now, backstory, I've been a tomboy my whole life. So people always my whole life told me, oh, you're going to be gay, you're going to be gay. But in all actuality, I've never had an attraction to women.
Okay.
My whole life. I've never had an attraction to women.
Okay.
So this particular woman, I did. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, fast forward. We at the mutual friends.
But what I'm asking is okay, so if you've never been attracted to women ever, what about this woman that made you attracted? Because keep in mind, when I hear that, when I hear that from women, like, I've never been attracted to women. Typically, they're attracted to more mask presenting women. So, if if they become attracted to a woman, they're more mask presenting versus, a more feminine woman. But who you were attracted to, she's a more feminine woman. So if you've never been attracted to women before, what about her were you attracted to?
Honestly, I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's real shit right there.
I keep it a bean and say that. I don't know yet.
Okay.
So into the story, the mutual friend, I asked, like, so who is such and such? She said,
Tracy.
oh, that's, boom, bam, wham. So I said, oh, you got her number? She said, yeah. I said, FaceTime me. Now, if you know me, you know I'm an introvert, but for whenever it's time for me to dig deep, I dig deep, I talk my shit. And I do that shit with my chest. Because really deep down inside, I'm like 7'8", 350 pounds.
Right.
You feel me?
You use your alter ego.
Yeah, it's the T. It's the T. It's the big one, not the little one.
Not the little right.
That's how I,
big T.
that's how I conquer life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling that big T.
I dig deep. So I called her. No, Shorty, FaceTimed her. And I said, hey, my name is Tiara. I said, we met at the pop-up. She like, yeah, I remember you. I said, my exact words to her was, I've never been attracted to a woman. I don't know what it is about you, but you intrigue me. I can't offer you anything but friendship right now. And she said, I'm fucking with it. And that's what it was.
Okay.
So
this was both y'all's first experience, or was it just your first experience?
it was my first experience.
Okay. And she was already experienced.
Yeah.
And so once y'all got into that thing and it became a thing, I know that you said that you and your family is big into, church, right?
Yeah.
How did that start to affect your relationship with your religious beliefs?
It didn't, because my right hand didn't know what my left hand was doing.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, what I do out on the streets ain't got nothing to do with what I do at home.
Okay.
You don't shit where you let. You get what I'm saying? So it was, and then this girl was my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it grew to something more than that.
It was like a friend with a situation.
It grew into something more than that.
Sound like
was
you
a
dancing,
break.
T. You
Sound like you
baby.
da-
You
Let me
dancing.
put my tap shoes on. Did I
motherfucking
forget
gangsta boogie over
Did I
here,
forget
man.
it? Let me
She
put
trying
my
to.
tap shoes on.
Listen,
Nah.
listen. What you early 30s? Mid 30? Okay,
Yeah.
what, about 35?
I'll be 35 in November.
Okay, so we up. You know, I'm knocking on 50s though.
Okay, so the situation was.
And all the tap dancing is not going. It's not. You know what I'm saying? We want.
Mom, where is the sound effects?
We want to have no for all shit is bullshit aside. We want to have a very open, candid, and
right, I got you.
authentic conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't clickbaiting and trying to
Sound
none
like
of
you're
that.
leaving out a lot of stuff you don't want us to know and shit, basically.
I mean, there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, we just want to have a very open and solid, authentic conversation. And if
Because at this point in life, it is what it is.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Very
saying?
good. That's where we
at.
Been here,
That's
done
where we
that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? At this point, you can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? So the situation was.
So you was able to separate your spiritual life walk, however you want to put it, from your secular or personal life walk. So nothing crosses.
No, because it was two different worlds. It's like just how the ABC letters got a whole community. The church world is a whole community
Absolutely.
in itself. So it's like.
But it's not separate,
But-
baby.
So listen.
Because that's like saying so you live in a double life. Because I mean, what the church is teaching you, if you're not applying that to your everyday, then it's
You're absolutely right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's
You're
it's not too
it's
separate.
Not, so it's not too separate to where. So when I say separate, it's not separate as to where for me in my life. Morally, that's why you won't see me do a lot of shit. You won't see me commit to a lot of shit. You won't see me say, "Oh, okay, I'm a part of that shit." You get what I'm saying? I will admit every day, like you'll hear me say, even in my heathenistic ways, I love the Lord. So at the end,
And we all do, because we all sinners now.
Yeah.
We ain't there's no no
Sin
judgment.
greater
No,
than
ain't
God.
ain't no throwing no stones.
And
or,
the thing
or-
about it
yeah.
is, he love us regardless, right? That's what it is.
But my thing is with it, it's like, for instance, right? I smoke weed. If I know you don't like smoking weed, I'm not gonna smoke weed around you.
Right.
So with my mama being in the church, or you know what I'm saying, and me knowing that's what it is at home, if I know you don't like this shit, I'm not doing
you're
this
not gonna
shit.
bring around.
I'm not doing this shit in front of you. I'm not bringing this shit around you. I'm not presenting this to you because I know you don't fuck with this. So for me, it was a respect thing.
Right. Aside from your mother, because you gonna respect your mom, how she feel, where she is with it. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
But it wasn't just my mom.
I'm saying for you,
It
personally, your personal self, and how you feel about your religion, not mom. Or of course, because we gon' protect mom, we gonna protect our family by any means necessary. If we feel like this is something my mother don't approve of, then I'm not gonna bring this around her. But in you, for you, you going to church on Sundays,
But at the time, I had stopped going to church.
got it.
I had stopped going, so it wasn't like I was in church.
And so that's what I'm saying. So was
Yeah.
that one
Was
of
that
those
prior?
reasons?
Was that a prior, or was that an effect of?
No, it was prior.
Okay.
It was prior.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like,
Yeah,
was that the reason why you said I can't do it? Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so when you said you had stopped going, you mean like you totally discommunicated yourself, or
No,
you were
it's
going
just,
through a
at one
spiritual
No.
change of life or
No.
awakening?
No, it wasn't even that deep. It was just at one point I was going every Sunday, and then at the time I owned my barbershop. And so it got to a point where my barbershop became more successful, and it became to a point I couldn't go because I was working so much. So it wasn't just like, oh, I'm discommunicating from the church. I was never discommunicating.
So you was open
from
up
church.
7 days a week.
Yeah. So I'm at
because you was grinding. Okay.
I'm at the shop working, and that's how I originally started as far as me not going to church as
Right.
much. And so
Because once you start messing, because I'm I'm not gonna say I'm a churchgoer, but you know, I go to church, right? And so, you know, there are times when, you know, if we miss a Sunday or two, and we ain't got it, you know, like I have responsibilities at the church, so I can't afford to miss every Sunday. But you know, there are times when I've missed, you know, weeks of, you know, and you can get used to it. So that's, you know, I get that part.
Yeah, and so honestly, I wasn't that. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, necessarily. I wasn't going to church saying. Now there was points and times where I did have responsibilities, and
What
I
up,
was
Mike?
there. You know, like you said, you got to be there. But at this time, I didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? I began, and then too, I was building my business. So not only did I have my barbershop, I got a hair care and skincare line too. So I was getting that off the ground. So it was just me building me at the time and building and clientele.
So it had nothing to do with you struggling with your sexuality, because at this point that's how we looking at it, right? Because
Yeah, but it wasn't a struggle with my. That's
well, because you saying that you're not lesbian, you're not bisexual, you're not fluid, but you have had situations with women, right? So that's almost kind of like, and you saying, you know, well, she was the first woman that I was attracted to. That's a struggle. Right, because I don't know, because I'm, you know, because I'm pulling, because you know, even in that situation,
you right. We can label that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's almost like I'm not stuck on this side. I'm not on this side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like her. She cool, but I ain't stuck on this side. Right? Because I can go back at any time.
Yeah.
And you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's kind of like a struggle.
So because let me excuse me. Let me ask this. So because she doesn't identify as whatever, right?
Yeah, right.
And that she's had experiences and enjoying different experiences that she never had before. There's different things that's new to her. You know, she get new taste buds, if you will, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that she's struggling.
Well, yeah, because I don't know where I want to be. I don't know. I like this woman.
No,
right? I've been in a relationship with this woman.
No.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, when I first, now because we still at the first shorty that
What's up, Kiki?
Right.
ever did with. In this state, my mindset it wasn't a struggle. I knew exactly where I was going to be. My mindset was I was always going, no matter what I'm doing right now to have fun, I'm going to end life with a man. And that's just what it was for me.
Right.
So you like dick with a side of pussy?
Right.
If you just
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Right.
Because
exactly.
a lot of I know a lot of women who are they're not going to commit or be a relationship.
Right.
But they like a side of pussy.
Right. And that's different. But you stated that was you were trying to commit solely to this woman.
No.
And even when she asked you about the guy thing, you was like, I was trying to let her know that I'm for you.
No, you confused.
Okay.
Straighten us out, shit.
Yeah, because I want to know. Because
I'm over here trying to figure out what I'm going to ask you next.
Well, that's why I said it don't have to be the same person. We talking about the people in general, right? The women in general.
No, but see, you can't for me in the way that
it's still.
Listen. Because T do T shit. T think T way. You feel me? So
Big T, not the little one.
You feel me? So,
I get that.
So for me, like I said, my mindset is different.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, we on Shorty number one who introduced me into dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? I had my first experience with a woman dealing with her. Again, it was just a situation when we decided to link.
Right.
But shit, at the end of the day, we was friends. You
Right.
feel me?
Okay.
We was cool outside.
So there was no unrealistic expectation.
Right.
You're not my bitch now. You're not my boo.
Right.
We just, we
We
just
just
had
fucking.
experience.
Right.
And if we have
I was
another one,
curious.
it's cool. If we don't, cool. Because you still my okay.
Right.
Okay.
I was curious. You killed the cat. And,
Right.
You know, boom. Now we on. Now we.
You
now
killed the cat. Man, what a sound effect said. That was a good one. You killed the cat.
This nigga died. This one right here, bro.
She said you killed the cat.
See, I mean,
Yeah, she hear this shit.
you
She
know, I'm
killed the
just
cat.
DL
This
the
is
big
wild.
I'm just on DL shit.
Okay,
So boom. So I had my first situation with her. That ended. You know, it was what it was.
the friendship didn't end though, right?
See,
See, because when you say that ended,
okay, so
it's
not
kind
at
of
the same time.
contradictory when you say that.
No. The friendship didn't end at the same time.
Okay.
Let's do it like that. The friendship didn't end.
The sexual
and it
relationship ended.
Yeah, the sexual relationship ended.
okay.
The friendship ended probably like a year or so later off some
Okay,
other
see,
shit.
see,
Okay.
off
You know
some
what I'm
other
saying?
shit.
Off.
Not because you didn't kill a cat.
Right. Boom. Psych. Don't get me talking shit up here. Stop it.
Hey, this is the
Don't
shit
do it.
talking platform. Come on, man. I'm trying to open you out. I'm trying to get you. I want you to be relaxed. I want you to just come on with it. Come with the shit.
I am. So boom. So going into shorty number 2. Mm-hmm. Right?
Okay.
Now, shorty number 2. I got to be intricate in what I say, so I am going to think on my words very carefully because
Okay.
I know for sure she's going to see this,
Okay.
and I want to be respectful.
You want to
I want to be respectful.
Respect the parties that's not here to.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you see me doing some thinking, it's because I'm
Okay.
figuring
You're trying to
out
put
a
your
word.
words together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So with shorty number 2, I was intrigued. So one thing about me is I will admit to being a sapiosexual. I am intrigued by the mind. So meaning I'm gunning for your mind, and if you can even try to send a little BB gun ting at mine, I respect you because it's hard.
Somebody told me that once. That they
You feel me?
say.
So, and me being an overthinker like that, I was intrigued. And what it was is, shorty made herself known and was hearting everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She was pissing.
Being sloppy.
Yeah.
So she was hearting everything. So I started to see. Now, I didn't know who it was because they didn't even have pictures or whatever on their page. It was like a page full of
Catfish
memes. Memes, and then
I hate them kind.
But then also it was a business page as well.
Yeah, them be them weirdos though. To
They
me.
sold stuff,
That be weirdo shit. That's just all me. Stop.
So, but now in retrospect, I will admit I'm not the girly girl enough to go back 600 page. Girls go back. That wasn't me.
Right.
I took a couple looks like, oh, okay.
So Shorty had your attention. She intrigued you.
So
Then
because
what?
of what she sold and what she did,
Okay.
it intrigued me. So it was like, okay. So me being me, I slid in the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I will be honest enough to say I didn't know who I was particularly sliding on.
Right. But you knew you was sliding.
I knew I was sliding.
Okay. And you knew it was a woman.
Huh?
You knew it was a woman.
No, that's why I said I didn't know who I was sliding on.
Oh. So how do you?
Oh, wait a minute.
So how do you? Because we're not labeled. We're not labeled.
I get that, but I'm saying.
But again,
okay.
remember going to the page, I couldn't tell because
It was
it
all
was
memes.
Right, and so you just was sliding in the DM because you wanted some.
I was curious.
You was curious on intellectual conversation. You didn't care what the person looked like because
I was curious. No,
You couldn't have.
I was curious about what I was seeing on the page.
No, we're talking about. She talking about what a person looked like, the physical.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So when you slid,
She didn't know
because
if
you
it was a male or a female.
Right, exactly. So I'm just sliding in the DM for intellectual conversation.
Stimulation.
Stimulation. Right.
That's
For
that
an
sapiosexual shit.
Right, but what I'm saying hear me out.
I hear you.
Hear me out. Hear me
I'm
out.
with you. I promise you I am.
Hear me the fuck out.
This nigga.
Come on with it.
Because if I'm sliding in somebody's DM, it ain't because they hearting all my shit and I went on there and saw memes and I'm like, oh, well, let me see. No.
Okay, so calling the spade
right, because listen,
they sold sex toys and they were a sex
there we
allergist.
go. Okay. Come on now, tell me something. Cause
I kept saying that
Well, I felt
I
when
was
she said
intrigued.
it was what they sold already was on.
Exactly. So it was. I was intrigued by what I was seeing on the page, and I slid.
So you didn't really care. You didn't care.
It
if
wasn't
was
even
a-
the sex toys. Boom. because I didn't even find that out really until later because I didn't dig. It was the sexologist part of it.
Okay.
that was in a description.
Right. And that was the content of
That was
their
a lot
page.
of content with the memes and all that type shit.
Okay.
So that's what like lit her bub.
Okay.
Was that type shit.
Okay.
So if it was a man, it would have been cool. If it was a female, it would have been cool. Was what you
At
said.
that point, because I was intrigued.
You
know
just
what I'm
intrigued
saying?
about the content.
I was intrigued
and
about
shit.
the content and the person and
Right.
who
was
what
behind it.
was
Who
behind
was behind it.
Exactly,
There you
because
go.
again,
Okay.
you're hurting all of my shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So
I like
it's
it. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
What do you see in me that you? Because now and I done went. You might teach me, but listen,
Right.
you get what I'm saying? So I was intrigued. I will say that I was intrigued. So I went. And
I went. Where did you go?
I went into the DMs.
Oh, the DM. Okay, she slid in the
I
DM.
slid in the DMs.
And was the conversation in the DM even more enlightening? Could you tell right off which sex it was, or
Not right off.
not right off? Okay.
Not right off.
Okay.
So
So that intrigued you even more because you was like still trying to figure out as a mystery person.
yeah, and the thing about me is I'm communicative.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So if I'm telling you, yo, you kind of this little mysterious shit you got going on, kind of intriguing me. They played it for.
Right. Yeah.
It's played this for as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Until it got to a point you couldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we go from.
So she didn't disclose one way or the other who she was. She was just playing into who you thought she would be,
Yeah.
which was a dude,
No.
which was a woman.
No,
No.
she didn't know. She didn't.
Just
She
period.
was still.
Just period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying the woman on the other end of it all.
No, I'm saying, but she was still. She didn't care at this point.
Right.
Right. She didn't care if it was male or female.
Right,
She
but
was
she
just
said-
intrigued with the idea of the shit. You
Yeah,
know,
and she said
the
that
sex.
the person on the other end played it until they couldn't play it no more.
It's
So
not
what
that
were
they played until they
playing?
couldn't play it. It's not they could play it until they couldn't play it no more. I told them that shit turned me on, and so it was our little thing. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Okay.
So
So they had to kind of start revealing themselves and start peeling layers back on different shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
because at this point now we kicking it, and now it's like, damn, okay, I actually kind of I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So did y'all go from DMs to actual
Exchanging
phone
phone
conversations?
numbers, yeah.
and-
So we exchanged phone numbers. We began to text. I knew who I was talking to by that point. You know what I'm saying? And then, come to find out, we knew mutual people. So then, in later conversation, boom. It just, but by that point, I had already liked her.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because again, everything has started without me even, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Now,
She Erica
this
Badu.
is where I would consider the struggle. The first situation wasn't a struggle.
I was just saying in
Right.
general. I wasn't even talking about one relationship or the other. I was just saying in general.
So
when
for me, in a way, it has to be broken up. Just because of the way my mind works, just because the way it makes me operate.
Okay.
So it couldn't, because it didn't run congruently, for me it can't be congruent, if that makes sense. So with this, at this point, you got to think. So I got babies. So they, at this time, now I met this person, because I got to give y'all a timeline. I met this person October. So we kicking it from October. Now come December, my children had moved out of state. So they had to go in to go visit him and decide like, hey, we really like it down here. Can we move with Dad? So that December, as a gift, we decided to let them move with Dad. So now I don't have my babies, right? This is now we in December. I done fell out with my mama at the time. I fell out with my auntie at the time. Going into the new year, I catch COVID. Okay? Hear me out.
let me rewind. Let me rewind because I'm thinking about the conversation that you and I had right before this thing, and did you fell out with your mother, you fell out with your aunt, but you did that because you were trying to prove to the young lady that
No,
you
this ain't got
or
nothing
this
to do
don't
with her.
or this okay so this is before that. So this is
Right.
before.
I'm
okay.
just giving
okay,
you
so
a
let's go.
breakdown of our relationship and how things blossom, because the question is, how do you not consider yourself something but ended up in a relationship with a woman?
No, the question was you said that you knew that you were going to end up with a man. You said all through it all.
That's how I was in the beginning.
Right. And then I said, well, you said that you were trying to
This
prove
is-
to this woman,
That's-
boom,
this
boom,
is-
boom.
That's
so
why
now,
things are separate for me.
right.
That's why things are separate for me, because now
Okay.
we talking about two different eras, two different mindsets, two
Okay.
different people type of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So again, I meet Shorty in October. We kicking it. You feel me? We texting. We, you know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
going strong.
Yeah, type shit. So my kids move away December. I catch COVID end of December. Mind you, again, I got into it with my mama. I done got into it with my auntie. And at the time, me and my siblings necessarily wasn't the closest. So now I'm homeless. Then it was a situation to where I gave up the barbershop, moved out of state, something went wrong, had to come back, now I'm homeless. Right? All in this little time span. Okay? So I catch COVID. I'm in the hospital. Like 2 weeks strong by myself. Only person I'm talking to is Shorty. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day. She, so much so to where I didn't even want her to know where I was at. Shorty figured it out, called the hospital, and was like, don't play with me. You're not about to be in the hospital by yourself. I respected that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You was there.
Right.
So, that's how, honestly, like, we really... So, I get out the hospital. A friend let me move in with her. Again, Shorty the only person that I'm talking to. Only person... I finally get a whip, because at the first I didn't have a car. I get a car. It's to the point where I'm sleeping in my car, but Shorty let me pull up at her house. I respected that. That it didn't matter if you was male, woman, whoever. You feel me?
Right.
And one thing about it is, two things for sure. I don't even give a damn if she don't like me, if she hate me. She gonna always have a place in my heart for the shit she looked out for me for.
Right.
That's real shit.
You feel me? So I'm like for real, Shorty. Like I'm talking about it's nice where Shorty sleeping in the whip with me, type shit.
Why y'all didn't go out? She got kids or something? She didn't want.
Yeah, she got
Okay.
kids. And honestly, me being a mother, it's certain shit that I'm a firm believer that it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
You just meeting me for real. You don't need to have me around your kids.
Right.
We don't even know what we doing for real. Nah.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing it in front of mine, I'm not gonna do it in front of yours.
Right.
Type
Right.
shit.
So fast forward, right? Fast forward. Okay, we in the meat and potatoes of the relationship, because now we not friends no more. We in this thing. We doing this thing. We whatever. You understand what I'm
Sleeping
saying?
in the whip together.
Right.
And all that sort of
Right.
type shit.
Yeah. So now
So what's some love there?
So yeah. So now
Yeah.
it's this thing where boom, you mine, I'm yours. I'm still stuck on the thing that you said when you like, I'm not. This is only something I'm only playing around with this because let me finish. Let me finish because I get that because I am a lesbian and I have been out of the closet since I was 25 years old. Now I'm 48. I went through those stages. You know what I'm saying? Where it was kind of like, oh, I'm confused. I don't know. My mama. The reason why I didn't come out so long is because I knew my mother. I knew how my mother felt about. I didn't because she accepted my sister, my god sister, but I still felt like she would feel some type of way about me being gay. So I kind of felt that thing, and then I went through that thing where I don't know if I want to be with a man or a woman, but I know I like women more. You know what I'm saying? And then I went through that thing where I dated women who felt like I could never marry a woman or I could never be with a woman. This is just a good time for me. I just like you. Right? So I hear that so much. I just like you. It's you. Boom. So I get that. And then those women later on, they end up being with men or whatever the case. It do just be a fun thing. It's never love involved. But for you saying that ultimately you knew at the end you were going to be with a man. So but you are falling in love with women and having women fall in love with you. How does
So
that?
boom. So that's why I said this is where the struggle for me began. It's because again I began to love her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a thing where she never came around my mom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never really brought her around my family for real. She knew certain people. She was around my friends and
Livy.
you know what I'm saying? But as far as being at home, and that was a problem for her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
will admit to that being a problem for her. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was something that I was dealing with mentally because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and I was still figuring me out. I was still figuring out how I want to play. Because again, for me, this is not necessarily a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm still, but I love this girl. I genuinely love this girl. But at the same time, now I'm fooled with bras, and I'm already a tomboy at heart. The nigga in me kind of notched up a little bit, and now I'm doing nigga shit. Now I'm doing nigga shit.
Yeah, nigga, what? Now she doing T nigga shit. It's crazy. Come on with it. Come
Turned
on
into
with
T Grizzly
Yeah,
on that.
No, because
No, I know what she said. She said she already was on the fucking ziggity moves already.
She was
but
already-
now it's going up a notch because
Yeah.
she in this different realm. She in this different little situation.
and honestly, so
And then this takes me to what I always tell y'all. You know,
God,
you are
that
who
shit-
you see yourself as.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
This is
yeah,
where
that's
this is that thing
crazy.
that I talk about all the time where you are who you see yourself as. You
Yeah.
actually morph into and become who you see yourself as. So because
Well,
she put her,
she just seen herself as a whole nigga then.
yeah.
And she said
Her
it went
thought
up a
process-
notch.
Yeah. And that's real.
and no, because I feel like, and another thing is I'm going to be completely honest and give it a different train of thought and let people into my mind, because I do hope she see this and it can give her some type of clarity on that end
Because
too.
she don't know how to, she ain't figured you out.
You feel me? And it's not for it, but it's because at this is some shit going on where I need you to
Yeah.
hear this type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, honestly, you know what I'm saying? And it became a thing where I will say I never really the women that I pursue is the women that I got. So, and when I say that in a sense of I've messed around and had some fun, but 9 times out of 10 they came to me. They said something to me. They
Right.
flirted with me type shit. But the women that I actually was involved with sexually, I went after them.
You pursued her.
I
Okay.
pursued them. So shorty
That's,
number
that's
one.
the nigga type shit. That's when she was up on the nigga type shit.
Shorty number one.
That's when she was a pursuer.
No, it's shorty number two. And that's important because, again,
Nigga.
I haven't, even though I've done some things, I haven't done this nigga, dog. I haven't done shit.
She know I'm on all bullshit.
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
No.
I'm
sorry.
Her shit is crazy.
No, but when I say I was on nigga shit, I mean now, shorty didn't piss me off to a point in a relationship. Relationship is relationshiping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we at the point of our first little breakup. Now I'm talking to everything.
Yeah, respond like a man would in a situation.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I respond. No, that's not what I mean. So, because here's the thing, I will firmly say I'm one of the women who don't think I'm a man, don't think I can act like a man, don't think nothing
Yeah.
is manly about me.
Right.
So when I say that, it's
But
just,
you can but you can still be mask presenting and not think that you're a man or act like, you know what I'm saying? You can still be
right.
mask presenting.
So when
and
I
that's
say
who
that,
you-
I say
that's who you
I know how to tap
are.
in into my logic as a woman.
Right.
You know, women are logical. I mean, are emotional creatures,
Mm-hmm.
and 9 times out of 10, they don't know how to stop and tap into logic.
Right.
So let me
Like
ask you
with
this.
emotion.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. So when you and Shorty decided y'all broke up or what have you, and so now you amped up, was there any time in your amping up
So
that
when
you,
I say
that you seen a nigga and was like, yeah, I want dog.
yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and that's what it was. So again, Shorty wound up going through. It was a situation where Shorty
This
went through
is
my
what I
phone.
said. See, this is what I was trying to get to. This is what I was trying to get. Okay.
Shorty went through my phone and seen that I had been texting people, and she seen some other stuff she ain't like.
Okay.
So in
I
retrospect,
love them. The videos and the pics and shit like that, all that funk shit.
In
Oh my God, that'd be the
retrospect,
best.
do I feel if she saw a bunch of women, would she still have been upset? Absolutely, because we supposed to be locked in. You get what I'm saying? But to go through my phone and to see men, I know it did something. You know what I'm saying? Because as a woman, you can't compete with a man. As a man, you can't compete. You get what I'm saying?
That's
You can't compete with a
that's
woman.
100
So.
right there.
So I know, and at the time, again, it was no physical interaction, was no meetups, it was no link up. It genuinely was truly just conversation. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is where that struggle came in. You know what I'm saying? Because it really was like, bitch, I'm going through this with you,
Right.
but I could really be, you know what I'm saying? And so, and then again, I didn't have that natural instinct to be attracted to women. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily cheating on you with women, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah, you got a funny way of thinking shit over there,
hey,
LBT.
that's and I'm just speaking my truth, and I'm just speaking my truth. So now again, moving forward, because
man.
again, remember this is a journey, right?
Right.
This is a journey.
This is a journey,
So again,
and it's your journey.
Yeah.
It's your
So-
fucking journey.
All along.
What's up, Mo? Kim?
so again,
Slim?
moving forward, now the whole shit happened, we break up, and then there's time spent apart, right?
Uh-huh.
So naturally, I have time to think, right? Again, I love Shorty, right? So by this point, I get a house, because remember, I was homeless, whoop, 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 whoop. I get a house. Again, it wasn't like I was bringing her around my mama. My mama I'm an introvert by nature, so a lot of people know just don't pop up at my house. So it ain't like I'm ever worried about nobody just coming by my crib or stopping unannounced type shit. So I'm able to do what the fuck I want to do in my world. You know what I'm saying? And again, it was one of them things where now on the flip side with my mama, I will say it was one of those unspoken things to where she knew, but it wasn't a conversation. But you know, she knew what it was. Okay, so I moved Shorty in. So now we done been through this, right?
Got the shorty that you broke up with?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all back together.
We back together. She moves in, type shit. And so now it's, well, you still don't know what you want to do. You still don't know where you want to be. You need to figure this out because you're not going to play with me. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
she's saying to you.
That's what she's saying to me.
Right.
Because eventually, even if still, I'm not going to be a girlfriend forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be, saying her thing was, I'm not going to be your secret. I'm not going to be,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
And so what did you, and so in turn, what did you do? Because did you
And-
start to make moves to make her feel comfortable? Like, okay, I'm gonna, make it to where as you're comfortable, I'm going to start telling people, I'm gonna start,
Moving in the direction.
moving in the direction of
And
being
for
with you
me,
and
in my
solely
mind,
you.
for me in my mind, I did. In a sense where, again, the people who I genuinely was around.
That's a nigga move.
She was around.
That's a nigga move.
You know what I'm saying? Again, no, I didn't necessarily
Real
bring
shit.
her around my mama because again, I'm
We
not gonna
we
smoke.
gonna do just enough to you know what I'm saying, to finagle it to our advantage.
And I agree, and I think
No, because at this point I'm genuine. At this point,
But you're genuine, but you're not.
But you're
full,
not genuine,
You're
though.
not full. You're not. The full authenticity is
Right.
not there because
No.
you're still kind of dancing though.
yeah.
No, listen, no. When I moved her in, it was no more flirting because I'm a flirt. So it
Okay.
was no more flirting. It was no more DMs. It was no more. It was none of that shit.
And it was I solely want to be with you.
It-
I want to marry you. I want to be. So I'm a lesbian.
It was, I'm going to live this for you, and this is.
That's not what you wanted, though.
No, it's not saying it's not what I wanted, because I wanted to be with her. I will genuinely admit to say I wanted to be with her. I loved her.
So you
Okay,
wanted
so-
to be a lesbian.
But you said you was going to do this, live this for her.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because I've been there. I've been where you want to do something because you believe that it's for the benefit of both y'all, but it's really doing it for the other person. You're not necessarily doing it for yourself.
It wasn't necessarily for her. It was the fact that you are the. See, for me, y'all keep breaking it down to man versus woman and gender, and now you're a lesbian. For me, I didn't think about none of that. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Was simply I fell in love with you, so I want to be with you. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. If people call us lesbian, let people call us whatever. I don't give a fuck about no labels. I don't give a fuck what like that shit. I don't subscribe. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? So it genuinely was. I wanted to be with her.
So
You know
at
what I'm
this
saying?
point, the fact that I will probably almost 100% end up with a man is out the window.
It's out the window because I want to be with you.
with Shorty. Okay,
Right.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So again,
Without the
that's
label,
why, right, and
because
so
she
but
don't
that's
wanna be
right,
labeled.
exactly, and that's fine, and that's why I was saying it's technically coming out still, because even if you don't want to be like, because here's the thing, a label is this, a lesbian gay. That's not; those are not labels, right? What the labels are is stud, femme, mass presenting, pillow princess. Those are labels that they put on. That's just like you can't label a heterosexual. They're just heterosexual, right? You
Right.
can't label a homosexual. They're just homosexual. Those are not labels. The labels come with the names. So when they see you and they say you a dyke or you a stud or you a femme or you a soft stud or you a thud or you a blood,
Yeah.
because I don't do labels either.
call 'em-
People
they
when they
call 'em,
see me, they see me and they say she a stud. No, I'm not. But I don't correct people because I just don't get into labels. I just am who I am. Am I mask presenting? Yeah, I do think more on the masculine side than the feminine side. But I'm feminine too. I get my nails done. I get my toes done. I'm sexy for my wife, right? So you know what I'm saying. So I just am who I am. So I don't get into the labels. But to be homosexual or heterosexual, that's not a label.
So
Right.
mass
And
presenting
nor
is-
is it a
is mass
nor is it a
presenting.
lifestyle, right? So boom, a lifestyle is something that you live as far as lavish lifestyle, a modest lifestyle. But being gay or lesbian or heterosexual, that's not a lifestyle. That's just your life, right?
Okay.
So boom,
I'm with
so
the
that's
shits.
that thing. Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
So
That's it.
at the time,
Always.
I mean,
So
Yeah.
you move Shorty in, y'all rocking. Now her, because she had kids, right? So her kids, the whole family there, or is some kind of separation with that?
no, I'm rocking with the whole. I'm not gonna put the business out there
Okay,
to say
okay.
how everything was laying,
Okay.
but I'm rocking with the whole family,
Okay,
like the
right.
kids and
Yeah, yeah, all that
everything
shit.
is in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, for the most part, that was gonna be that's your one and only love. In as far as women, now it's like you back to saying, I'm later on in life, I'm gonna die with a man, or are you just like I'm still in the space of I don't really know, because I can find a woman who I can spend the rest of my life with, or maybe Shorty will come back around and I spend the rest
Whoa.
of my life with her. You
Okay,
know?
so there's no Shorty coming back around and me spending the rest of my life with her.
Okay.
That situation is done.
Okay.
All right.
Respectfully. But I mean, right now,
David, what you talking about, brother?
David
I'm T doing
is
T
being an
shit.
idiot.
I'm T doing T shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
When
back
I-
blew out. Okay.
So when I'm kicking it with a shorty, I'm kicking it with a shorty. When I'm kicking it with a dude, I'm kicking it with a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That answers your question right there, Dave.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
niggas
And
crazy
so-
out here, boy.
It just depends on the
Hey,
situation
Fee, what's
I'm
up with
in, what the feelings is for the situation.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, I just, I wanted to clear the air with that. We got a couple more minutes. If anybody want to call in and ask questions, we definitely got the lines open for you to call in. Big T, if you got
Not the little.
not the little, if
Not
you got
the
something
little
that you
one.
want to ask that we didn't touch on, definitely give us a call. That call in number should be on the screen. So, if you got something that you want to
Yeah, y'all
say,
call
if you
in,
got a
man.
question
We
to
wanna know
ask,
what y'all
definitely, definitely give us a
We wanna
call.
know
That
what
number
y'all
is
think.
313-723-0481. Again, that phone number is 313-723-0481. If you got something
So-
to say.
So let me ask you this, while we waiting on the caller ship. First laying eyes on you, I would label you, right? Okay, that's not offensive. That's just people's thought process. My thought process. We'll just say mine. So I would label you. I'd be like, okay, like she like women, she like bitches, whatever. Okay, so cool. So I guess my question is, because you still fuck with who you fuck with, right? So do you in the space that, and I'm sure that if it was probably a group of 10 people, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 of them probably would think the same way I'm thinking, right? Just I'm just assuming. It's not whatever. Do you still get the same love flavor from the men that you do from the women? You know what I'm saying, in this current space?
So here's the thing. Again, there's a time and there's a place for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Because I told you she had on a black dress the other
I was
day.
just about to show him. So this is me on my way to church.
Motherfucker, boy. This wrong cap. Man, look at this shit. On the way to church.
So,
Bro.
Oh shit.
so again, I'm comfortable right now. I'm just in comfortable dressed down clothes.
No doubt.
This is not everyday wear for me. You get what I'm saying? Even in dealing with women, this is not everyday wear for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the tomboy in me. Yes, I like sneakers. Yes, I love a good bucket hat too. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm gonna put on a dress. My mama birthed a woman. I'm a woman.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
Purr.
don't. And so again, I get comfortable. Yeah, I know how to look fly. I probably get jump sweeter than most dudes.
Yeah,
Suited
yeah.
and booted. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like I got some sneakers that'll crack your head.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm comfortable with being a woman. I'm comfortable with wearing a dress. I love makeup. They're not done now because I had to let my nails heal, but I get my nails done. I know what I'm saying? I love getting my nails done.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
Okay.
And I knew that was going to come up too. Cause
No,
it's
that's
like,
interesting because I'm seeing you for the first time today, right?
yes,
First
sir.
impression.
Now, if
First
I would have
impression.
seen you for the
First
first
impression.
time
Sunday.
off the zik, off that shit, you know what I'm saying, depending on how your demeanor came off, I would have
Because
thought
some women
something
can be
different.
in a dress and still be a little
tomboyish.
the walk be there, you know what I'm saying?
Little something to them, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I probably would not have got the impression that I got today. Not in no negative way or form or fashion, but I'm just saying I would have got something
completely different,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
this lady is not this lady. What I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Even though it is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But you know,
know-
what? The perfect thing was the interview with T.I., right? T.I. said, I'm a father, I'm a gangster, I'm a trapper, I'm a realtor, I'm all, I'm all that.
Oh yeah. You know what? I tell people all the time, it's
So-
layers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
layers to
like
me.
like even like in greeting it, right? You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, right now, how she like, what's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like on some shit. But then if she would have come over here like that, hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
If you
Exactly.
notice, if
Exactly.
both of you men pay attention to detail and notice, when I placed my hand in your hand for a handshake, I didn't give you a masculine handshake.
No, you
No, you
did.
didn't.
I
Not at
politely
all.
placed my
At
hand
all.
like a
At all.
woman
At all.
into your palm and shook your hand like a lady.
I'm shaking your hand like a nigga.
And then it was part, I guess,
said
you know,
what the fuck
when I
I
heard
said.
your voice, that's where I couldn't say
Think
homie.
about
The female, I didn't
about
use the
your
female.
handshake,
I mean,
nigga.
it was just the,
Yeah.
Boss
the
up, nigga.
exterior image of it, you know what I'm saying? People that judge the book by its cover.
They'll
you know what I
judge a
mean?
book by its
But
cover.
then people like you was like, what's the meme that say, get you somebody who can do both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them side by sides, and it's just like, well, damn, you what? That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still
that's
even
Versatile like that in your
even
in
with the
your-
locks, I still go get my locks braided. I still wear a quick weave. I still wear the braids like the other women, like all that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can fuck with it though. I can fuck with it. I think.
And all chicks can't pull that off like that.
Nah.
though.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? And that's the thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you just showed me that some.
Yeah, right.
You just. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not ugly, y'all. I'm not ugly.
No, you're not ugly.
No.
By any
means,
means,
in either way, right,
You're
exactly,
not
right.
unattractive at all. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of studs that's banging, ass
Yeah,
fat,
yeah,
titties
boy.
fat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Shit. What's her name? M.A. What's her name?
Young M.A.
Young M.A.
Oh
She
yeah.
racked up.
Yeah.
I mean, stop fucking playing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
See
But
her
she-
body and shit.
Yeah,
She you know what I mean? I guess I can't get
The
past
brain-
I mean,
her face.
I
and how
can't
she
get
looks-
past the
look-
aggressiveness
Like
and
I
the,
seen her when she was
You know what?
back when she was girly though.
The
Like,
brat is
The Brat,
was
that's the
nice.
next one,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, Brat.
She
Yeah.
thick now, but she was
Yeah, yeah,
nice. You
before
know what
she-
I'm saying? She can
Yeah,
kind of do
yeah.
before
both.
she got the baby.
You know,
though.
yeah.
exactly. So you
She
know,
get that
like
ass.
I done seen,
Yeah.
I done seen some that you
Yeah,
know,
some nice little
Man.
yeah, huh? Some
little yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You only know how
I
to
don't
play
know
it
if you-
though.
I don't know if you consider Janelle Monáe a stud and shit, but she.
Well, you
but-
know
but
what?
that
People
motherfucker, I
like
drink her bath water.
Yeah.
Goddamn it.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can
Yeah.
definitely get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
she can definitely get
She
it.
like, yeah.
And
Long
so,
she don't be on no nigga
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
no,
Yeah,
and,
be on no
and
nigga.
it was
Don't
what,
be on no DL type shit.
No,
He's
it
trying
was
to pull
what
the
I-
scrap out on a nigga.
honestly is what I thought.
Oh god damn! Why you even remind her of that shit, bro?
Cause that's what they do. They don't like when they don't want a nigga. They be fine, but they don't want a nigga fucking with them. Nigga, I get that scrap. Nigga. That was wrong.
Get the
Shit,
strap.
all bullshit aside, I tried to cut into shorty, and she told me she was like, she said I'm an alpha dom, and I only fuck with subs. I was like, well, shit, we the same.
yeah.
What that mean?
She's a woman.
Dominant. She's a dominant, assertive woman.
Yeah, that means that she
She's
like men
aggressor.
to be
Oh.
subservient to her
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
and submissive to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She probably fucking them in the ass and all
Oh.
that.
Mostly
God.
mostly gay men.
Yeah, mostly gay men or
who
married white men.
right, or married, or
Okay.
you know, not even. I mean,
Don't you start your shit,
Come on,
dog.
DL.
Don't you
Oh,
start
that's
your
on another show, DL. Another show, DL.
Oh, you wild. Oh, you.
What up, Queen? What's up, bro?
Please.
you know what?
DL on her little bullshit.
Oh, man.
No, we're not even about to fuck
DL
with
stop.
DL.
No, man.
No,
We
son.
got 2 minutes left. We ain't
We
got no
got
time
2
in the world.
We ain't about to
no time in the
digress
world for
or
that shit.
nothing.
No.
Look at her. She itching. Look at her.
No.
Say it. I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder. Say it.
Say that
Say
shit.
it. Say it.
Say it. Say it. Don't say it.
Say it.
Flush that shit down the toilet.
You know what? Funny how time flies when we having fun, y'all. I ain't gonna do it.
Shit.
I ain't gonna do it.
I tried to be the devil on the shoulder. I wanted you to say it.
Peer
Oh,
pressure. Peer
man.
pressure. Peer pressure.
Listen.
I ain't. What's your
Big
final
T, not the
thought?
little one, man. It was amazing, man.
I told you I think different.
I think it was some unclarities in some areas, but I think I, for the most part, got the gist of, you know, your walk and your journey and how you rock and shit like that. So, hats off to you, man.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
And
Thank
for
you.
me, you know, I'm the same. You know, it was a pleasure having you on the show. You know, kind of getting your story out there and talking about, because a lot of people don't touch on this part of, you know, being you know,
Sapiosexual?
yeah, sapiosexual or, you know, fluid, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they mostly stay with what they think people want to know or hear. So keep on with your journey. At the end of the day, you will find who you want to be with for sure.
I'm rocking with something right now.
Okay.
I'm rocking with something right now.
Okay.
That's if that's the goal, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we be
So I like genuine interaction, meaning I ain't looking to force or rush anything.
Yeah, I think
What will
sometimes
be,
we just
will
don't
be.
let
Yes,
shit
indeed.
flow.
What will be, will be. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, in the meantime, in between time, we out of time, y'all. So we will
Man,
see y'all
listen.
next week,
The
6 p.m.
hottest
6 p.m.
3 in the fucking D.
Absolutely.
I'm Gilmore Slim.
I'm DL
DL
Collins.
Collins and our girl Mocha J. We'll catch y'all next week, same time, same 7 Mile Radio channel.
Yes, indeed.
All right, y'all. We out.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Nasty Production.